Hey guys, it's Miss Schaefer with Intro to Cells. Scientists classify all organisms, which are living things, into groups based on their external characteristics. For example, some plants produce fruits with seeds, but other plants do not. Scientists also use internal characteristics to classify organisms. For example, some animals have backbones, but others do not. So we have vertebrates and invertebrates. One of the most important internal characteristics that scientists use to classify organisms is the cell. All living organisms are made up of one or more cells, and a cell is the basic unit of life. When you think about organisms, you might think of something very familiar, such as people, cats, or trees. These organisms are complex. They have many different types of cells. They also have a lot of cells in their physical structures. Organisms with more than one cell are called multicellular. Scientists estimate that the average adult human have somewhere between 10 and 100 trillion cells in their body. Not all organisms are complex. Some are very simple. In fact, some organisms are made up of only one cell. These are called unicellular organisms. Take a look at this euglena. A euglena is an organism made up of a single cell. Unlike humans, it does not have specialized organs such as a brain or stomach. However, it can move through its environment using its whip-like flagellum. It even has a primitive eye called an eye spot for sensing light levels. All this in a single cell. Unicellular organisms are made up of only one cell. Cells are surrounded by a cell membrane, a protective layer that covers the cell surface and acts as a barrier between the inside of the cell and its environment. Inside a cell are specialized structures called organelles that carry out specific functions inside the cell. Organelles are suspended in a thick gel-like fluid called cytoplasm. All cells also have genetic material called DNA. DNA contains the instructions for making new organisms and for carrying out all functions that keep a cell alive. In some cells, DNA is packaged inside a membrane called a nucleus. In other cells, it floats freely in the cytoplasm. Scientists separate cells into two categories. We have prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Examples of prokaryotic cells include bacteria. Eukaryotic cells include plants, animals, and fungi. A prokaryote is a single-cell organism that does not have a nucleus or organelles. Scientists think prokaryotic cells were the first cells on Earth. The earliest records of prokaryotic cells date to around 3.5 billion years ago. Eukaryotic cells are more complex. Similar to prokaryotic cells, eukaryotic cells have a cell membrane, cytoplasm, and DNA. However, they have something that prokaryotic cells do not. Eukaryotic cells have organelles surrounded by membranes. This includes mitochondria and a nucleus, where the DNA is stored.